Whoever this is for, you are walking away from something big, something that is not serving you, something that has not been serving you for a while. And you are essentially getting ready to free fall into your destiny. That's what this energy feels like here. With the Six of Swords also on the bottom of the deck, I get this energy. It's interesting. You're crossing water in both of these cards. Somebody that I'm reading this for, you could quite literally be traveling overseas. You could be moving to a new country or moving somewhere that involves water or moving over water. Perhaps you're getting ready to go on a trip even. And I feel like if you're if you just went through something major, a major disappointment, and you have a trip that you're going on that is meant to help kind of move you into a new energy and help you get over whatever the situation is. I honestly feel like for somebody who's going to be watching this, it's even like a honeymoon that you're going on, but it didn't work out with the person you're with, and you're literally thinking about going on that honeymoon by yourself. And do it. You're going to have a great time. That's just for one specific person. For other people, it's like perhaps there's this energy. I'm feeling that like how Stella got her groove back kind of an energy here. For anyone who saw that movie or read that book, it's like you're feeling like you need to do something to shake things up, to get yourself out of this old stagnant energy. Take a vacation, take a trip. And Spirit is saying there's a big yes for whoever that is concerning. Now, moving on from that energy, just into the general energies here, this moving over water could also represent moving over your own energies, moving through emotion, like you've been in these very kind of churning, turbulent, emotional waters for a while. And there's this energy or some sense of moving through that painful emotional process. And like what it's done, or what Spirit's showing me, is that the pain that you've been through was necessary in order for the rebirth that is taking place. You had to be so broken that you were ready to surrender completely. That's where this energy of free falling comes in here. You had to be willing to just say, all right, I give up, I surrender, and throw your hands back and let yourself fall. It's like those games that they would play at when people get together at like work conferences or different types of things, the free falling, the trust fall, where you have to fall back and let the person behind you catch you. It's kind of like that, except the person standing behind you is Spirit. It's your own higher self. And you had to get to the point where your ego was so broken down that you were willing to just let go, to just fall backward and let Spirit catch you. We got the Knight of Pentacles here, and we did have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck for those who are curious. And now we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is slow, forward, steady progression. Spirit saying, this is what you've been doing. And this is this what they need to keep doing here? Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Got Taurus energy here, Aries energy. Got the Two of Swords and Justice in the reverse. So Spirit's saying, don't keep avoiding things. If there's been things that you've been avoiding taking responsibility, particularly, now is the time to take responsibility. Like, you are letting go, you are moving forward. And that's really beautiful. That's really necessary. But at the same time, there is a need, a time and a place to take responsibility. But what this is more about, I'm feeling, the more I'm feeling into this energy, is this is more about taking responsibility for your own energy, taking responsibility for your own emotions, for your part in situations. In order for us to clear karma, we have to be willing to look at our part in situations and to own our own part. And to understand that we play a part in all the situations in our lives and all the experiences that we have. So there's an importance in that. There's an importance in taking accountability, taking responsibility where that is necessary, so that you can move forward and you can clear whatever the cycle is for good. Let me feel into anything else here. Tell me anything else we need to know about this, Spirit. It's like, don't cut any corners. That's what Spirit's saying right now. This is not the time to cut corners. This is the time to really stand in your integrity and to not allow any people in your life, in your realm, in your energy who are not operating out of integrity either. This is the time to trust on your intuition, to trust your inner self, your own inner compass. And some of you might be dealing with other people in your reality who are not taking accountability, not taking responsibility for their own energy. There's nothing you can do about that. Spirit's saying you can't focus on that. You can't control them. The only person you can control is you. So stay accountable for your own energy. Understand that nobody can make you feel any way or make you do anything. It's always a choice. Sometimes certain people trigger us quite intensely, right? So it feels like they're making us do something. Particularly if we can't avoid them because there's some reason that we can't remove them from our lives, right? Like in a co-parenting situation or something like that. And they drive us nuts. But pay attention. What are they triggering within us? It's our responsibility to identify that trigger, to work on that trigger, to work on healing that wound. That's how we take responsibility for our energy in that particular type of situation. Because that's a karmic cycle as well. When we clear that karmic cycle by taking responsibility for our own point in that energy, that relationship, even though it sounds impossible, somehow begins to transform because we have transformed our relationship to that energy, to that dynamic. All right, so I hope that makes sense for somebody. I'm sorry, my nose gets really itchy sometimes when I start channeling these messages. Yeah, I think that's what this new cycle is for somebody that I'm reading into today. It's a new cycle of accountability. It's a new cycle of responsibility and productivity, of embracing that Knight of Pentacles energy, of really getting to work toward moving toward your own dreams, moving toward your own goals, moving toward your own sense of self-sufficiency. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Cups or Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Yeah. So this is where I feel like you've been in an energy where you felt like you had a lot of options, but not a lot of them were very good ones. Or you felt really confused and overwhelmed. Perhaps you've had a lot of like success in the material world that kind of goes like this. It's like you get something and then it goes away, and then you get something else and then it goes away. And the reason that you're not maintaining anything in your world, that you keep losing it, so to speak, is because you're not a vibrational match for it yet. You have to do the internal work first to become that vibrational match to what it is that you are trying to create or bring into your reality. Then it will stay in your reality. So how you do that is you start getting accountable. You start owning your actions. You start owning your energy. You start owning your part in situations. And you just keep building from the ground up, one step, one stone at a time. I feel like for somebody that I'm talking to, you really try to skip steps. You try to get way ahead of where you are. Like before you've gone through the energetic process that's necessary. That's part of what this is you're moving too fast. You need to slow down. Pay attention to what you're doing. Internalize the lessons, internalize the energy. Continue to calibrate your energy. Don't try to rush ahead. That's the Taurus Aries here, right? The Taurus is the stabilizing force. That's the energy that you need. You've been much more in that Aries energy of just getting out there, initiating, making the change. But you have to build upon that. You have to stabilize that before you continue moving forward. And you have to stabilize your own sense of self-worth, knowing that you deserve the beauty and the bounty that you are seeking. And if you want assistance doing any of this work to align that vibration and stabilize that vibration, reach out to me. All of my information is linked in my profile to do so. Love you. Bye.